All right. Hello, everyone. This is Crota giving you Game 4 in a series. I did not expect the games to be going this long. And yeah, after another hour of casting, it is now Game 4. So it is going to be Valkyrie versus DarkChigo on Shakuras Plateau. It is going to be Terran versus Protos. And this is not the MLG version. This is just the BattleNet version, as we have Valkyrie spawning on the bottom right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, DarkChigo spawning on the bottom left-hand side, and this will be close by air spawns. We'll see what the players try to do in this particular matchup. You can see the probes just mining back and forth. Shakuras Plateau, like I've said numerous times, this is a much more macro-style map, so I would not be surprised to see early expansions being set up. Meanwhile, SCV now making its way down to the low ground in order to build a supply depot, and it looks like Valkyrie will be doing exactly that, trying to go for a fast expansion with the low ground supply depot, starting this wall off. The ramp on Shakuras Plateau is rather large though, so it is going to be difficult to wall off in any effective fashion besides using a lot of barracks and a lot of supply depots. A probe is attempting to make its way out across the map, a very early probe, scouting after the 9 pylon, and we'll be able to do some harassment against that SCV. The one problem is with this probe now. Oh, to see, will DarkChigo actually put some harassment onto the SCV? Yes, it looks like he will, and this SCV needs to come a rather long way in order to get there. But lucky for him, Valkyrie was able to pull away with that one SCV, passing in between one side of the supply depot and the next, making it rather difficult for that SCV to give chase. And now this probe just wandering around here, going to take a look and see everything he needs to see the gas now being placed down, and know that it is not going to be a fast expansion or a gasless expansion. Perhaps it will be a Reaper expand, but I can't imagine a Reaper expand either, as he probably wants another building to finish off this wall-in attempt. SCV getting some damage now, both sides trading once more, 30 hit points, 35 as they both move away, and it does look like it will be a Reaper expansion here on Shakuras Plateau. Meanwhile, DarkChigo will be getting up that cybernetics core now, and now the all-important third building to figure out what the Protoss player will be doing. You can see the probe still wandering around inside here. The Marauder being trained. That is an interesting choice, as the Marauder cost a lot of minerals, 100 minerals, and will delay this command center for just a little bit longer. The probe still sitting here. It looks like it is going to be Marine Marauder pressure. I'm surprised that we don't have the concussive shell researched. If he is going for Marauder first, it's getting up that second barracks, and now that Marauder just going to simply chase down that probe and finish it off rather easily. Taking a look at the production tab, a second Marauder now being added. The probe trying to run away, already taking 10 points of hit point damage. Back over here, I believe the Zealot, the SCV, was it actually able to escape, or perhaps killed by one of the probes, as the Marauder getting off a little bit more damage and finally finishing off that scouting probe 4 minutes into this game. Concussive shell finally being researched as well. A significant delay, as I'm not sure if DarkChigo will be able to respond correctly to this Marauder pressure that looks like it will be coming in. The concussive shell now coming online. Are we going to get another tech lab? Yeah, it's going to be double Marauders. So if he actually went Void Rays this time around, it actually would have been much better. We are going to get a Twilight Council as well as Stalkers, but DarkChigo may be in a bit of trouble. Double Marauders coming in. Marines are also being added as well, as we are getting another barracks being set up. So Marine and Marauders still being added. No expansion yet, but Valkyrie is currently supply blocked, and now instead canceling his barracks and now going for a command center. So he is not going to be doing any sort of all-in with this, as the Stalkers are now backing off. You can see that the Warp Gate, the Stalkers need to engage. The concussive shell is already completed. Valkyrie looking to deal a lot of damage with these two Marauders inside the base there, as the probes need to come off the mineral line and fight back the Stalkers. The Marauder taking some damage from the Stalker. It looks like the probes may be able to get some damage as well, so the probes getting some easy damage onto that Marauder. Down it goes. Another Marauder may get taken down as well, as the Zealots now chasing after those probes. The Zealot may be able to get some damage there, able to get even more damage, as a Marine now joining in, and now as those Stalkers are going to be able to move rather quickly. Valkyrie losing all of his early units, and the timing on the Warp Gate couldn't have just finished at a more perfect time, as DarkChigo actually losing a lot less in that engagement. 20 probes versus 22 SCVs, but the command center nearly completed, and this front door about to be done as well. Tech Lab now getting the combat shield next, also looking to go into the siege tank with siege tech, as this game is not going in any direction where I thought it would normally go. We can see that we are going to be getting blink as well. I do believe if an observer was actually able to get up onto that high ground, that this front door would just completely fall apart, as the stalkers would be able to simply attack and then get their way in. Is a pylon actually going to be warped in here? Yes, and a robotic facility being added in as well. So this is going to be a straight warp in onto the high ground, perhaps hiding this probe for as long as it possibly can, and now moving out with this one zealot. It looks like more stalkers are still being added, so this is going to be a stalker aggression, straight warp into the base, as their siege tanks and all of those units are going to be positioned at the front door to handle what it thinks would be the only natural way inside the base. The Zealot now chasing after the SCV. There are a decent number of Stalkers. The Stalkers should perhaps chase down that one SCV there, but no, the Observer may be coming in. Where is that probe? The Stalker is right there. The Observer now making its way out as well. And as soon as the robotics facility is spotted, this may be a little bit too much. And now in comes this pylon. The pylon will be able to warp in up onto that high ground. Valkyrie has no idea about this at all. The Observer slowly trekking its way across the map, and the SCV just going to take a look inside and go, I see a robotics facility and a Twilight Council. That is absolutely not good news. Observer now up onto the high ground, and there you go. Stalkers are now inside the base. Valkyrie is going to be in a bit of trouble. As you can see, that the supply depots are the first thing that he's going for. One supply depot down, another supply depot down, so we are going to be supply blocked. The Marines and the tanks trying to make their way back. It looks like the siege tanks are going to get destroyed. Not quite sure why he actually engaged there. And now perhaps he's going to back off. There are a couple of Zealots as well. The Zealots are going to be engaging as the Stalkers are doing a bit of blink micro to try to escape. It doesn't look like the micro is actually working out all that well. A siege tank may get destroyed. There it goes. And now finally blinking away. The Marines are going to be close enough, though, to actually destroy this. And now the Observer going to come by. We are going to get some damage back over here. The Stalkers are doing a bit of blink micro, as I mentioned, but not enough. Zealots need to be warping in here. And there you go. Once again, engaging up onto the high ground. Supply blocking Valkyrie was actually a very nice tactic, as he was unable to train up a lot of units for a decent amount of time. SCVs are now getting destroyed. Going first after that reactor. The reactor will get taken down. Another Marine will be trying to pop out. SCVs all on the low ground here as the supply depots get destroyed. Valkyrie hoping to supply block his opponent even further, but he does have 44 over 86 food, so that is not going to be an issue at all. SCVs now getting destroyed as the starport, and now just attacking from the high ground. That is going to be a problem. The Marines are not going to be able to do anything. Siege tanks now blinking in. Wow, Siege Tank getting absolutely destroyed in just a matter of seconds, and now pulling back once again. And there's the GG. We are going to a Game 5.